Okay, I believe this is video 6. If I hadn't mentioned, I pick up and down on my major scales, but you have to learn everything about the major scale as far as soloing, you know, the arpeggios and patterns. You can buy these books like at GIT in LA, Musicians Institute in Hollywood, Berkeley School of Music, but you got to study the whole major scale and all the possibilities with this thing. But I pick up and down, just so you know. Alternate picking, so it makes life easy. If you're picking down, you know the next one's up. All my linear stuff, that's how I pick. Most of my blues scales, that's how I'm going to pick too. There's exception. The blues, it changes a little in your picking technique. But when I start, you know, blazing and going fast, you know, it's essentially alternate picking. Okay. So I'm going to take another Phil Collins song, and where we were like kind of in E minor before, we were thinking it had a minor sound to it. Now I'm going to go and do Sussudio. So you got to go to YouTube, type in Phil Collins Sussudio, and that's SUSSUDIO. It's just got a picture of him. It's kind of a blue face. That's what we're going to use for this. So what I'm going to do is explain the chord changes at the beginning. It's essentially a dominant 7th chord, and remember I told you every key has only one of these. So the minute you know the name of it, you'll also know the key. And the chord that they're essentially playing over is called a C11, but what it is a B-flat triad with a C on the bottom. And then on top of that, if you want to extend it out, you can play a B-flat major 7. So this means if I'm telling you it's a 5 chord, if I'm giving you the 5 chord of the key, then you're going to know what the key is, and the key is F. We're using an F major scale to play over the introduction, the verse, and the chorus of this song. And when we get to the bridge is in the key of C. I'm going to stop it and explain what I did, and then we're going to go on and play this thing in the key of C. So what's happening is I'm going to use three different positions. I'm going to use the F major scale, although I'm not going to play it like the F major scale, but I'm going to use parts of it. So, okay, I'm going to use the C blues scale that I put in a lesson. I had a whole lesson about C blues scale. So it has a real bluesy sound when you play it over the percussion. You'll see what I'm talking about, see what it sounds different. Now we can also use the A happy blues scale. So I'm going to take my blues position, you know, I'm going to go down to the A, okay, and it's going to be a happy blues, but it's still going to, we have to turn it into an F major scale. So remember this part, but you have to play a B flat. So you know it's start off as a blues scale, but you have to alter those two notes. You have to take a B to a B flat, and you have to take the F sharp to an F. So I'll use three different positions to play this thing. So I'm going to see if this works for me and you. Let's see what happens here. If I could learn how to press the start button, it would be really cool. Okay, that's pretty sloppy, and I was screwing around with my video thing. For some reason, I've lost the volume, and I'm going to give it just a little more volume so you can hear him better. But anyway, hopefully you notice the, you know, when I do the, it's got a more happier sound, I guess. I don't know what to say. That's kind of a nastier sound, you know, bluesier, like a harder thing. And then your happy thing is, you know, this is all. So we got those three things going. Now we're going to take it down to the bridge, and the bridge is A minor to a G to an F. It's almost F major 7th, but as long as you know it goes F, A minor, G to F, it tells you something. I remember I told you if you have two major chords a whole step away, that's telling you what key it's in. So there's the G and an F, that tells me right there it's a key of C, and then I add A minor, it's a guarantee. So it's key, you're going to switch, and you're going to use the C major scale, and you're also going to use the happy blues. Okay? But the C major scale here now. And it's going to work. Here we go. Enough of that. So anyway, I'm running out of time here pretty quick, but that gave you the general idea of what it's soloing over dominant 7th is about. You know, the dominant 7th is 5 chords, so you just it's a 5 chord of the key, so that you go straight to the F major scale, and then when you notice the other thing, then you're using the C major scale. So that's about it for that.